So I've just been kind of sitting around trying to figure out a recipe to come up with that works, you know, with the current reset that I'm doing. And if you don't know, I'm just doing like a basic BBBE kind of reset, except I add other fish and other meats and stuff like that. But in the spirit of keeping things simple, I want to take a second and appreciate the BBBE, because it is simple. Like, we have beef as our first B, of which I like to eat. And then the second B is bacon, of things I like to eat. The third B is butter. Also, I like to eat it. And the fourth and final, not B, but the E, is eggs. Which, they're alright. They kind of make my tummy feel sad, so, but I'll eat them every day. I'll just go ahead and eat it. It's okay, eggs. I'm not going to talk too much smack, so, yeah. Now, you know, when you see a blender, it's pretty obvious that I'm going to be blending something. That's exactly what I'm going to do. So, first off, we're going to take our beef, and we're just going to kind of put it in the blender. Actually, I'm going to break it up a little bit. I don't want it to get all weird in the blender and it just stuck on the side, so just break it up a little bit. And next up, we are going to be taking our bacon. And we're going to put that in the blender. You don't have to break this up if you don't want to. It'll blend. Don't worry about it. Now, we're going to take butter, and we'll just kind of scoop that right in there. I don't really see a purpose for this at the moment, but, you know, it's part of the name, so we'll use it. And finally, we will take our eggs. Whoa, that's not eggs. Hang on. There we go. Alright, let's just crack these in there. Oh yeah. If you want some extra calcium, feel free to add the whole egg. Now, I don't want these to be the density of a black hole, so we'll add a little bit of baking powder, probably a teaspoon worth, which this is going to be a chemical reaction compared to a physical reaction. So if you wanted a physical rise to your muffins, all you need to do is separate your egg yolks and egg whites, whip the whites, blend all this together with the yolks, and then fold the whites in. I don't know. Blend! Well, it is looking a bit like a meat paste instead of a muffin batter, so I'm going to just add a little water to it. Probably about a half cup. Oh yeah, there it goes. You can see the butter chunks kind of floating around in it, or that could just be bacon fat. And you know what else I'm gonna add? I'm gonna add a little bit of salt to this as well. Probably about a teaspoon. As well, just a little more water. I'd say that's been about a total of 1 cup of water. Alright, since I don't know how many of these I'm actually gonna get, I'm gonna go ahead and butter up all of these 12 muffin holes. You know what I mean. This would be easier if I had some sort of spray, but the only spray available is usually garbage. You can get stuff like avocado oil and olive oil in a spray, but I don't know, there's still something about it I don't quite trust anymore. It's just a me thing, but if it's not a you thing, feel free to use a spray. The spray does actually work well, but it's typically filled with a bunch of bullshit nobody should be having. But you can also just, you know, butter it up by hand. That's what people did in the olden times of 1982. There we go, nice and buttered. Well, since it looks like some of my bacon just got wrapped around the blade, I'm just gonna kind of have a little surprise little bacon buddy. And the rest, I'll just kind of spoon everything in. These will have a little bit of rice, so I wouldn't go too crazy with how much you fill them, but I don't think you have to be as careful as you would like a actual flour muffin. I can't believe we got 12 muffins out of this. Oh, I missed one. What am I doing? There we go. So the next time you see me, these will be done. And they're done. So they look like little frittatas, really. What are muffins other than flour frittatas with sugar? So I don't know, let's get these onto a plate. All right, let's just give these a little bite. I mean, honestly, it's not bad. The biggest recommendation I have if you're gonna make these, pick bacon that you actually like. I really don't like applewood smoked bacon. It's just what happens to be what I had here. But other than that, it's pretty good. It's very meaty, obviously. This is definitely something you should make if you are a lazy cook and you only want to use like 2 things to make food. It's also probably a good meal prep item to just kind of have on hand. If you don't want to just have like burger patties or strips of bacon, you want something a little more interesting, something you can like make as a bun or something like that. Yeah, it works. Blend up your BBBE stuff, eat it, enjoy. See y'all next time.